Hello, Cancer. Hey, from Gay Loves Tarot. How's it going, you guys? So, we are doing your monthlies. So, I'm just looking at love for the month. If anything else shows up, I'll let you guys know, but they are predominantly love readings. So, I'm just going to use the Rider Waite to start off with, and then we'll get the romance angels involved after. So, what's love looking like, Cancer? Hello, Dog Entertainment. What's the energies for Cancer throughout June? Yes, Lucia, here we go. 18 Cancer, Sun, Moon and Rising. For I'm splitting the deck for these, and let's get rolling. So here we go. What does it hold? What does it hold? The Nine of Swords reversed, the Five of Cups reversed, the Five of Pentacles reversed. Just want to say, you guys, see 2 5s. I'm wondering if some conflict has gone on. The Queen of Cups reversed, that's left you emotionally drained. Strength reversed. The Devil, ouch. The Eight of Cups reversed. The Page of Swords reversed. The Eight of Swords reversed. Death reversed. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, some of you very, very early on in the month, and if you haven't already, there's some sort of a conflict here in your love lives. Maybe you're at conflict with yourself over a past situation, because obviously I'm sort of seeing you guys going back over murky ground here, okay, because the Eight of Cups is reversed, so we're still emotionally attached, I suppose you could say, to the Devil, to whatever is holding you back, whatever is not serving you, whatever is toxic. You know, I always say with the Devil, you keep your son locked in anything toxic like that. Look at their chains. The chains are loose. They can take them off and walk away if they want, but they choose to stay attached to the Devil. In layman's terms, Cancer, basically what that means is whatever's going wrong in your life, you're doing nothing whatsoever to help yourselves, or you are dealing with someone like this. So, hi, Debbie. Oh, newbie. Lovely. So, you know, you're either dealing with somebody who's just point blank refusing to help themselves, or you yourself are refusing to help yourself here, okay? And it seems like we're going back over old ground here. Something very toxic, possibly addictive, something that you know is wrong. Something that you know is wrong. Hello, Jessica. I kind of want to see you get to that point where you are. It almost feels, because these cards come a little bit later down the spread, so I almost feel like this is the storyline of what's going on here, okay? I feel like once you actually sort of get yourself to a point of I suppose you could say, peace and clarity, you know, the nightmare's over kind of thing, maybe it's left you a little bit sort of shut out, and somebody have shut you out and sort of crying over spilt milk a little bit. Maybe you regret stuff. I kind of want to say with the Five of Cups first, there's a lot of regrets that's leaving you feeling emotionally drained and extremely tired and weak this month. I almost want to say, when you sort of in that vulnerable state already, Cancer, is when you're more likely to go back to what's been quite awful for you, whether it's back to a person from your past or whether it's back to a certain situation. I do see like in your guard down here with somebody that you've been with before that has been it's been a toxic situation. And the Eight of Swords reversed, like you've no fear. And sometimes I see the Eight of Swords in the reverse as a good thing, but here I'm not seeing it as a good thing, because I've got the Death card here as well. And the Devil not too far away. So I'm definitely not seeing this as a good thing. I kind of want to say that some of you have no fear over the consequences. It's almost as if you're not bothered about the consequences of treading back over old ground. And there will be consequences, because obviously the Death's reversed. This situation that really does need to end that isn't. And I kind of want to say, if you are emotionally vulnerable at the moment, you know, of course you're going to be sucked into bullshit, you know. That's the way I'm sort of looking at this, Cancer. It's not all brilliant energies, I'm afraid, you know. And I feel like you guys over the last few months have been making such progress, and I kind of feel like that's what the Nine of Swords here is about that progress that you guys have been making. And then all of a sudden I feel like we're backtracking a little bit in. I would say though, four wanders, four armed, you guys can totally change this energy if you really want to. You know, you don't actually have to, like I said, you don't have to remain chained to what you know is bad for you. You can remove that chain and walk away. But the onus really is on you to do that, you know what I mean? Let me throw some romance angels and see what they say. Let's see, Cancer, Cancer. Yeah, love yourself first. So I mean, there's no mistakes in the tarot. It's just how you interpret it. Right. So your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Note the word self-respect right there, Cancer. That is exactly what I'm talking about. If you have got any level of respect for yourself, whatever kind of notion or seed that's planted in your head that makes you think you want to go back to the past, fucking get rid of it. It's as simple as that. And also, if you're dealing with somebody who won't leave you alone, don't cave into them because you feel sorry for them. Remember what I said. If they can't help themselves, there is nothing you can do for them. They have to be in a position where they want to accept there's a problem and sort themselves out. This to me looks like keep your self-respect, keep your worth, love yourself first. You have to put number one first. Now, if you're the one with the problem, again, it still stands. I do feel like for some of you, though, you are dealing with somebody who is rather toxic and is like this. Separation. Put some distance between you and them, or you and, for example, some of you may just sort of be an addiction, or you're dealing with somebody who's got an addiction. And this is sort of, you know what? Put some distance between you and them. I keep saying it, but I have to keep saying it because I feel like it really has to be implanted. You know, minds are like a sponge for moulding, and I'm trying to sort of highlight the fact that, you know, you've been involved with somebody who has been bringing, either you've been bringing yourself down yourself, and obviously you just need to put some distance between you and whatever was instigating it, or you're dealing with somebody who is really, really toxic and they've been bringing you down. And this is just a simple case of if they can't help themselves, there's nothing you can do for them at the stage. This is the end of the line for you. You know what I mean? That's kind of what this is saying. So, you know, I'm trying to look at this from both sides. Ross, this situation's calling for you to have faith. If Spirit's telling you to put some distance in the way and to look after number one first, it's for a reason. I'm just going to quickly clarify some of these cards. Let's take a look at the Love Yourself First card and sort of, okay, what was that? Love yourself first with the Four of Wands. Okay, so there is some instabilities going on that you obviously have no control over, if it's to do with somebody else, if it's to do with you. Some of you are starting to recognize your own instabilities. Maybe there's issues surrounding a home. You know, the Four of Wands, fours do speak of where you lay your hat and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, this is just sort of focus on you, focus on your home, focus on your own personal life. You know what I mean? And obviously, as Debbie's just put, wow, that's exactly what I did. If that is exactly what you've been doing, keep up the good work, because it's highly likely that you're going to have somebody from your past that's trying to pull you back into what was no longer serving you. And you're going to need exactly that kind of mentality to fuck it off. Okay? Hello, Scorpio Anne. It's lovely to have you here. Over the separation card, I've got the King of Swords. So maybe you do need to put some separation, and maybe this takes some brutally honest truths. Some of you are dealing with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, I just see the King of Swords as if he's holding the Ace of Swords. It is time for some brutally honest truths, and this king needs to take the position to be the one to dish out the honest truth, to come down with his Ace of Swords with a firm fist. You know what I mean? And I kind of see that as you guys, your energy needing to sort of, if not have that self-realization of exactly what the truth is, at least voicing it so that everybody else around you can hear you clear and loud enough that you are no longer wanting to be involved with that. Oh, thank you, Scorpio. Right, over the trust card where I've got the full reverse. If Spirit's telling you not to take a risk on any situation or anyone from your past, it is for a goddamn reason. And some of you really do need to have some faith in what you're being told. So pretty much that's the gist of it, Cancer. So I know it's sort of a little bit of a a slap on the wrist for some of you, but it's also a little bit of advice there if you're the one that's dealing with someone like this as well, you know. And it's also a little bit of confirmation to sort of say, you've been doing things so well, there's no need to backtrack. There's no need to go backwards. You know what I mean? Keep taking those steps forward. That's where we need to go now, Cancer. Hey up the truck, how are you, darling? So I'm going to leave it there. If anyone wants private reading, once this is uploaded, I think email automatically loads into the description. So feel free to email me if you want more information on all of this and more advice. Oh, thank you, darling. But don't forget, you guys, I've got a competition on this week, and you know, it's basically for everybody who purchases a one question reading from me, you know, and you receive it via email. It's only £5, but you also get an entry into the draw at no extra cost, along with the answer to your question. And the draw's being done tomorrow night. And the prize is a 2-minute reading. So you've got to be in it to win it. Get those one questions in. Email me, and I will send you all the link in order to get that. And once I announce the winner tomorrow night, I'll be reading for the winner this weekend. I actually have some time on Sunday, so please do take advantage of that offer. And you get your question answered in the meantime as well. So anyway, you lot, I'm going to love you and leave you. Again, email loads in the description. I wish you all the best. I'll be back mid-month to do sort of a mid-month update for you all. So please do join me then. In the meantime, though, I wish you all the best and I love you all. And hello and thank you for subscribing to the newbies. I love you guys too. Mwah. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye for now.